Chris here to talk about the real price of a Magic card. And this is a really debatable topic, so I'm just going to kind of use some logic and walk us through this problem to show you how I came to the right decision on what the real price of a Magic card is for me. So, back in the day, this is what we do. We'd go to our local game store, we'd borrow their local copy of Scry, the last Scry magazine that came out. You'd flip open your Scry magazine, you'd find your game in the back in the price guide, Magic the Gathering, find your set, Tempest, find your card, look it up. Three columns, everybody'd agree on a price, usually the median, and you'd build your trade from there. It took forever, just like looking it up on the internet kind of takes forever too, but it's a bit faster, but the prices update a lot quicker, which is probably why Scry went the way of the dodo. So everybody used Scry for a long time after that too. Game stores would use it. Sometimes you'd go to trade with people and they'd pull out the second last Scry they ever got printed and 5 years old, but they'd still use it to price their cards. Somebody made money in that trade, I promise you that. So fast forward to today, how do people do it? I see guys trading all the time. How are they doing it? The common one I see is pull up Star City Games, look it up. Pull up TCG, use the low or the mid. Look up what the local game store is selling it for. That's a good one. Whatever you can buy it for at your local game store, that's what I want to trade for it at. Works for a lot of people. Sometimes condition throws people off too, but that's a completely different topic. So you could also use eBay. eBay is actually a very accurate way to do things. If you go and look at eBay Buy It Now auctions that have completed, you can see what people are buying it at. Look at auctions, you can see what people are buying it at. The green completed listings, you can average out the last 5 or 10. It's got its own problems though too. You'll get a big range of prices because you don't know what the real price is right at this exact moment. Only what it's been in the last however long it took for those auctions to sell. So for a long time that's what I would do though. I would go and I'd look up eBay, whatever the lowest Buy It Now was right now, because usually you can't find a better price anywhere. Until I realized that all of those stores are also posting their cards on TCG Player. So if I go to TCG Player and look at my cards, I can find what the lowest price is there. So why do I want to do that exactly? If you look at how the stock market works, it gives you the exact system to replicate. So what the stock market does is it puts buyers and sellers together. Buyers have different prices, sellers have different prices. So just like with Magic, right? So I'm a buyer, I want to buy a card for $5. It's probably around a $10 card. So 5 to 10, somewhere in there. It's a pretty good deal on a $10 card. Sellers want to sell it for 10 to 15, they want it to go up. So if there's more buyers, then the price will go up because the buyers are slowly buying the lowest priced listings. And all those lowest priced listings will slowly evaporate as the price rises and rises and rises. While sellers get impatient, they've got bills to pay and overhead. So the price starts going down if the buyers aren't as ambitious. They don't really need that $10 card as badly as the sellers need to make 10 or 9 or $8, so they start pricing their listings lower. The hungrier the buyers are, the faster the price will go up because they'll eat up those low listings. So what's the real price of a card using the stock market model? It's whatever people are buying and selling for right now, which in the case of smart individuals would be the lowest TCG Player or the lowest eBay auction price, which should be the same thing if the stores are smart and listing everywhere. So that's what I think the right card price is, using the stock market model. It makes perfect sense. So that's what I did for Magic Trade Minder too, the app, when I built it. I just built in what I thought would be the most accurate pricing, because when you go to make a trade, the worst fear is getting ripped off, and I don't ever want to get ripped off. So I use my app. I make sure I don't get ripped off, and I don't want other people to get ripped off too. So fair trade, fair price. It's quicker to use the app, but that's the right way to do it. That's the real price. When the news reports the price on an asset, they report the market price, the last price somebody bought and or sold for, because you have a buyer for every seller. TCG lowest is going to be what the next person is going to buy for. What the next person is going to sell that card for is the lowest price there. So there's your real price. No ripoffs. Good luck with your trades.